Thank you for joining me for today's practice. So welcome to day 30. You've made it here, and I just want to take a moment just to rest into acknowledging your effort to come to your mat, however many times you've come to your mat. It's such a great achievement to start to bring this into your daily life. It's been such a pleasure to guide you through this journey. I love coming to my mat. It's amazing to develop the skills to come back to the body, be with the breath, move, connect, and just nourish yourself in this way. So thank you so much for joining me. If you are thinking about, well, what's next, I would encourage a couple of different things. So you could make your own playlist. So think about what days you might want to practice, and maybe it's like a Monday, Wednesday and a Sunday if you want to go 3 days a week. And just think about what kind of practices you might want to do on those days, and just set up a playlist so you don't have to think about it too much. You can just know those are the days you're practicing. This is the kind of practice I want to do, more active on Mondays and Wednesdays, a gentler practice on a Sunday. So that's one suggestion. And the other suggestion is to follow along with our monthly calendars. So every month there's a calendar that comes out, which is a curated playlist of existing, as well as like bringing in some of the newer videos that are around. And that can be just an easy way to kind of map out your month and just choose which days you want to practice along with the calendar. So those are some suggestions. And if you have any comments or any messages, please feel free to comment below or send a direct message, and I will try my best to answer any questions that you might have in terms of going on with your practice. So yes, with that, let's come to our mat. Today's practice is really a celebration of our 30-day challenge here. It's based a little bit on that signature flow that we've been working on, but it's a little bit shorter, a few changes in there. So let's come into our wide-legged child's pose. Resting one hand down on top of the other, resting your forehead down. Just taking some time here just to rest into the body, finding the breath. Just checking in with where you're at. Recalling your sankalpa. Just allowing your sankalpa or intention to fill you. Knowing that it can guide you throughout your daily life. You can always check in. If you're making decisions, does this feel like it is aligned with your intention? How you want to live, how you want to be, what's important to you, what's truly important to you. When you're ready, just extend those arms away, hands shoulder distance apart. Just coming into that extended version of your child's pose. Pressing down through the palms of the hands, maybe opening up the eyes if they've been closed. Starting to deepen into the breathing. As you inhale, lengthening out through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, gently drawing the navel in as you press the hips down towards the heels. Just one more time, just breath, inhaling and exhaling. And then taking an inhale to come up into your tabletop position, setting up the wrists underneath the shoulders, and then starting to take your cat-cow, drawing the tips of the shoulders away from the ears as you inhale, and then as you exhale, pressing the navel back in towards the spine, tucking the chin in, and then just going in your own time, feeling your way through your cat-cow. Taking any variation that you would like to. Moving at a pace that feels good for you and your body today. Those of you that like to work with your fingers pointing back, just making sure you're not hyperextending through those elbows, feeling free to go for that variation. Finishing off your last one. Coming back to neutral spine, turning those fingers to point forward if they're back, taking that right leg back behind you, lifting the right leg up, keeping the leg parallel, extend that left arm away, palms facing the midline of the body. Take an inhale to lift the leg, lift the arm, lift the eyes. Exhale, squeeze the knee in towards the nose, elbow draws back. And again, inhale, extend away and up. And then exhale, squeeze it in. And again, inhaling and exhaling. And then extend the right leg back, keep it level with the torso. Left hand comes down. Coming into our push-up here, option to lift that left shin bone off. Taking an inhale, elbows go straight back, dive the chest down, and then exhale to press it up. And again, inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press it up. Keep the leg up, drop that left shin down, bend the right leg in. Option to reach back, catch the inside of that right foot, lifting the right leg, lift the chest, lift the eyes, take an inhale. Without slingshotting the foot, gently release that left hand down. Reach the right foot back, bringing this left leg back behind you. Peeling open here, that right arm, inhaling. Exhale, right arm comes up and over the side of the head. Lengthening out through both sides of the waist, particularly that right side waist. Option to lift that right leg up. Lower ribs, relaxing in towards the spine. And then placing that right leg down, take an inhale, coming up, ground down through the outside edge of that right foot. Bring the arms up. Take another in-breath to reach up, interlacing the fingers, cross the thumbs, just release the index fingers, and then coming over into your Parigasana. Press the palms of the hands together and try to pull the hands away. Open breathing. And on the next in-breath, let's come up, release the arms down, cartwheel the hands down to come into your tabletop. Tuck the toes under, press back into down facing dog. Take an inhale in your down dog. Exhale to walk your hands back towards the feet, drop the heels down, spinal roll to come up. Interlace the hands at the base of the head, lift the sternum, lift the eyes, tailbone drops down, inhale, exhale, spinal roll back down, release the arms, inhale into your halfway lift, draw the quadriceps up, exhale, bend the knees to fold, walk your hands back out into your down dog. Taking an inhale, and then exhale, come back down into your tabletop, release the tops of the feet down. Take that left leg back, lift the left leg up, right arm up, inhale, lifting up, and then exhale, squeezing in. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, squeeze it in. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Place that right hand down, extend that left leg back. Option here to lift that right shin off. Take an inhale, elbows point straight back as you dive down, and exhale, press it up. Keep the back of the neck long. Inhale to lower, exhale, up. One more time. Inhale to lower, and exhale, press it up. Right shin bone comes down, bend that left leg in, circle that right arm back, binding with that inner edge of that left foot. Starting to kick that left leg up, lift the sternum, lift the eyes, inhale, and without slingshotting, gently release the hand. Take that left leg back, bring the right leg back behind you, taking that left arm up towards the ceiling. Inhaling, exhale, left arm up and over the side of the head. Option here to take that left leg up. And then let's place that left leg down, taking an inhale to come up, pressing down through the outer edge of that left foot. Inhale to take the arms up, interlacing through the fingers, cross the thumbs, reaching up as you exhale, coming over into your Parigasana. Eyes looking up towards the ceiling. Press the heels of the hands together and try to pull the hands away, opening up through that right side body. On the next in-breath, coming back up, release the arms, bring the hands down, find your tabletop, tuck the toes under, pressing back into your down-facing dog. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands back towards the feet, bend the knees, spinal roll to come up, interlace the hands, taking an inhale, and then exhale, spinal roll back down, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Walk your hands out into your down-facing dog. Just take a breath. And then looking forward towards the hands, stepping forward into your Uttanasana. Big toes together or feet hip distance apart, that's fine. Inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press down through the feet, arms out to the side, all the way up. Inhaling, palms of hands together. Exhale back down into your Tadasana. Let the hands rest in front of the heart center for a moment. Elbows relax in, closing down the eyes. Just grounding down through the feet as you lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then let's release the hands down by your side. Press down through the feet, take the arms out to the side, inhaling, palms together, and then exhale, forward fold into your Uttanasana. Feeling free to bend the knees if you need to. Hands coming down. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips can stay down or hands to the shins. Exhale, fold and step that right leg back, dropping down onto the right knee. Release the top of the right foot down. Take the arms up alongside the ears, holding it here in your low lunge or Anjaneyasana here. Thinking about those lower ribs drawing in, take an inhale and then exhale, maybe starting to shift a little bit further forward. Maybe the sternum starts to lift up. Taking one more full breath. And then bringing that left forearm onto that left thigh and right arm comes up and over. So we're coming into this side bend variation here. You might stay here or you might use your block. Pop your hand on the block, or if you can, just bring the fingertips all the way down onto the mat, the ground, and then eyes can look up towards the ceiling. On the next inhale, bringing both hands just down to frame that front foot. And then as you exhale, start to straighten into this. Sorry, I'm just going to do that a little bit. I think I just said the breath a little bit funny, so I'm just going to just go back a little bit to come out of it. On the next inhale, just releasing the hands to frame the front foot, and then as you exhale, straightening into that left leg, flexing the left foot towards the face, walking your hands a little bit further back as you need to. Take another in-breath to lengthen out, and then exhale, walking your hands forward just to where you can, and let's hold it here. Drawing that left quadricep up. And then bend into that front leg, taking an inhale. Tuck the back toes under, lift the right knee off. We're about to take this left leg into our three-legged dog and then come forward into our plank and move through a vinyasa. If you want to just go with something that we've been working with, then please just step back into plank, come down, cobra, and then back to down dog. And if you'd like to try this, please feel free. Take this left leg back into your three-legged dog. Keep the leg parallel, inhale. As you exhale, come forward into your plank position, and you can keep the leg off as you lower down, chaturanga, place the left foot down, roll over the toes into your up dog, taking an inhale, and then lift through the belly back into your down facing dog. Steady the gaze in between the feet, holding it here for 3 breaths. Rising up under the balls of the feet. Take that right leg up into your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale. Right knee comes in towards the chest. A little hover here. And then take that right leg back. Inhale. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes into the center of the chest and then take it out to the left-hand side. Remember, you can drop it down onto the shin there. If you can, come to the inner edge of that left foot. Take that left arm up towards the ceiling, coming into your fallen triangle. And you might just stay here. If you would like to, try to bring this right leg just a little bit closer in towards you. Think about activating through the inner thigh. I'm going to lift this right leg up away from the mat. Looking up towards that left thumb. Keep breathing. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring that left hand down. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. Take it back, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands. Come down to the left knee. Release the top of the left foot down. Take the arms up, low lunge, inhale. As you exhale, twist the arms, opening out to the right-hand side, palms facing the side. Hold it here. Option here to bring that right hand to the back of that left glute or the left thigh, sliding it down, lifting that left arm up, turning the shoulders to the right. And then bring both arms back to center. Inhale, exhale, circle the arms back, framing the front foot, tuck the back toes under, lifting the left knee off. Plant that left heel down and then open out to your warrior two. Arms up at shoulder height, palms facing down, bend a bit deeper into that front leg, eyes towards that right middle finger. Interlace the hands behind the back. Maybe heels the hands coming together. Reach the hands down, lift the sternum. Inhale. As you exhale, come down into your humble warrior. Head relaxing towards the inner edge of that right foot. On the next in-breath, keep the legs as they are and come into your reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, straightening into both legs, bring this left foot just about a foot in. And then as on your next exhale, coming down into your Trikonasana. Eyes looking up towards that top thumb. Option here to wrap that left arm behind the back, reaching for that inner right thigh. And then eyes can look down towards that right big toe. Lower ribs drawing in towards the back body. Draw the tip of the left shoulder away from the left ear. Eyes can stay looking down. Just extend that left arm up towards the ceiling. Press down through the feet to come back up to standing. Inhale, left hand comes onto the back leg. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, curl the hands down, bending through the front leg. To just place both hands down, moving into your standing split. Let the back of the neck be relaxed. Try to press the inner edge of that left leg up towards the ceiling. You can take that right hand behind the right ankle, coming into a balance, and you could take the left hand back, or you might want to work with a different variation. Take that left hand a little bit further forward, bend into that left leg, and then you can reach back with this right hand, trying to hold the inner edge of that left foot, trying to kick that left knee up towards the ceiling, extending the chest forward. Find the breath. Very gently, releasing the bind. Everyone bringing both hands down and folding down into your Uttanasana. Relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Take the arms out to the side. Inhale, palms, hands come together. And then exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping that left leg back. Dropping down to the left knee, release the top of the left foot down. Taking the arms up, just holding your low lunge here. Knitting those lower ribs in. Keep lifting that pubic bone towards the navel, then maybe shifting the hips slightly forward. Maybe sternum starts to lift. Just taking one more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring that right forearm down into the right thigh. So you're coming to this side bend here, maybe using your block or bringing the hand down. Eyes looking up towards the ceiling. And then releasing to frame that front foot. Inhale. Exhale, straining into the right leg, flexing the foot towards the face, walking your hands back, taking another in-breath to lengthen out, and then as you exhale, folding down, maybe walking your hands a bit further forward again. Trying to draw that right hip crease back. And then let's bend into that front leg, tucking the back toes under. Left knee comes off. Remember, you can go through your version of your vinyasa or otherwise taking this right leg back into your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale to come forward into your plank position, keeping the leg off as you lower down, chaturanga. Place the right foot down. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Steady the breath. Trying to find stillness for a couple of breaths here. Rising up into the balls of feet, taking that left leg up to your three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Shift the weight forward and then take it back again. Inhale. Exhale, knee in, extend that left leg out to the side, coming to the inner edge of that right foot, peeling open that right arm up towards the ceiling. So if you're coming into the next variation, you just want to think about just drawing the hip into the socket a bit, activate that inner left thigh, lifting up, looking towards that right thumb. Keep breathing. One more inhale, exhale, knee into the chest. Right hand down, take it back, three-legged dog, and step it forward. Drop down to that right knee, release the top of the right foot down, take the arms up, inhaling, exhale to twist to the left, palms facing the side. Reach out through the fingertips, that right hip trying to lift up. And then maybe dropping that left hand to the right glute or sliding it down the thigh, right arm lifting up, shoulders turning to the left. And then taking that left arm back up again. Inhale, circle the arms back, then down, framing the front foot, tuck the back toes under, lifting the knee off, plant that right heel down, and on the next inhale, warrior two. Thinking about that left knee directing forward towards that left, or the second left toe. So we don't want to pull it, we don't want the leg pulling in. Take the hands back behind you, interlacing through the fingers. Reach the hands down, lift the sternum, inhale. Exhale, diving down into your humble warrior. Trying to lift the arms away from the back. Relax the back of the neck. On the next inhale, come back into your reverse warrior. And then as you exhale, straight into the front leg, both arms long. And then step this right foot in about a foot. And then on the next exhale, coming out into your Trikonasana. Shoulders away from the ears. Option here to wrap that right arm behind you, reaching for the inside of that left thigh or just in that direction, and then turning the eyes to look down towards that left big toe. Hugging the front of the body towards the back body, tip of the right shoulder away from the right ear. Keeping the eyes looking down, just releasing that right arm back up towards the ceiling. Ground down through the feet to come back up. Inhale, take the right hand back, left arm up. Exhale, cut all the hands down, bending to the front leg, and then shifting into your standing split. Taking that right leg up, maybe taking the left hand back behind the ankle. You could try to go for a balance, or if you'd like to, bend into this right leg, reach back with that left hand, trying to take a bind with that right foot. Kick that right knee up, extend the sternum forward, find the breath. Keep drawing that left quadricep up. Very gently, letting it go. Everyone releasing down into your Uttanasana. Let the head relax. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms and hands together. Exhale, hands down in front of the chest, releasing out into your Tadasana. Open the feet out, hip distance apart, hands to the waist. Inhaling, and then exhale, forward fold, coming into Padangusthasana. First two fingers taking hold of the big toes. Take an inhale, lengthen out, and then exhale. Bend the elbows out to the side. Just lifting the muscles at the base of the neck away from the ears. Try to engage those quadriceps. Keep holding onto the big toes. Take an inhale to lengthen out. Either repeat or come into Padahastasana. Toes up towards the wrists, and then on the next exhale, folding down. Relaxing the back of the neck. Make sure you're not holding the head up. Slowing the breathing down. And then taking an inhale to lengthen out, releasing those hands, placing the hands down and just stepping back into just like a half down dog, knees together, feet together, coming down into your Japanese seat, release the tops of the feet down, cupping the left hand into the right, tips of the thumbs lightly touching, closing down the eyes. Just observing the breath. Observing the body. And then blinking open the eyes. Just sitting over to one side. Take the legs out long. Just coming into your Dandasana for a moment. Pressing the inner edges of the feet forward. Palms and hands down. Chin very slightly tucked in. Trying to lift up out of the waist. And then leaning forward to take hold of the outsides of the legs, feet or big toes. Take another inhale to lengthen out, and then exhale, drawing the navel in as you think about that sternum reaching forward, crown of the head reaching forward. Quadriceps engaged. Relax the face. Relax the shoulders. And then inhale, extending up, releasing those hands. Either coming into reverse tabletop or your Purvottanasana. Fingers pointing forward, about a forearm's distance behind you. Point through the feet, lifting the hips up, trying to press down through the balls of the feet, lifting the sternum. And if it's available, maybe letting the head relax back. On the next inhale, bring the head back up and lower the hips back down, coming back upright. Bringing this right lower leg behind you, toes are pointing back, letting that right sitting bone relax down. You might need to use this left hand to help you balance. You can always sit up on a block or a blanket or something if you need some more support here. Otherwise, just try to lengthen up, inhale, and then exhale, taking a twist to the right, left hand to the outside of that right shin, right hand behind you, looking over the right shoulder. Find a spot for your eyes to rest. Taking one more inhale, staying for the exhale, see if there's any more space. And then inhale, releasing forward. And as you exhale, coming down into your forward fold variation. Remember, you can use that left hand there for support. Try to press down through the back of that left thigh. As you inhale, thinking about the torso reaching forward. And then as you exhale, folding a little bit further down if you can. So one more full breath here. And then inhale, keep holding onto the leg and lengthen out. And then exhale to release. Bending into this left leg, trying to take hold of the foot. If you can't, just hold onto the leg wherever you can. If you can, interlacing the fingers around that left foot, bringing the leg up. And you might just be holding it here, and that's completely fine. If you can, you're starting to straighten into that left leg, looking towards that left big toe. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. So coming into our heron or kranchasana. Try to lift up out of the lower back. Take one more inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then bend into that left leg, extending that leg long. We're going to stay with this position with that right leg, but open it out to the side a little bit. So if it's okay, we're staying like this. If that just doesn't work for you, if it's getting too sharp on your knees, then just bring that right heel in towards the groin. Taking an inhale, and then as you exhale, slide that left hand down, or maybe left elbow comes to the inside and right arm comes up and over, extending out through the right fingertips. Eyes can look up towards the ceiling or just looking straight ahead. Ground down through that right sitting bone. And if you are quite far over this right arm, you might try to take hold of that left outside edge of that left foot to help you rotate the chest towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. And then taking an inhale, coming back upright, bringing that right leg in, extending it out long. Just taking a moment, just in your Dandasana, just pressing down through the backs of the thighs. And then let's go to the other side. So bending that left leg in, placing the top of the left foot down, trying to get both sitting bones down, taking an inhale and then exhale, twisting to the left, right hand to the outside of that left leg, looking over towards that left shoulder, finding a spot to let your eyes rest. Taking one more inhale to lengthen up through both sides of the waist. As you exhale, see if there's any more space. And then inhale to come back to center, and then exhale, coming forward over this right leg, holding onto that right leg where you can, or maybe popping that right hand down. If it's possible, you continue to activate through that right quadriceps, right toes towards the face. Inhaling to lengthen out through the torso, and then as you exhale, seeing if there's any more space to fold down. Just one more full breath here. And then inhale, coming back up, releasing the foot, bending that right leg, either holding onto the leg where you can, or if you can, interlacing the fingers around this right foot, starting to lift the right leg up, lifting up through the lower back. And maybe if it's available, you start to straighten into this right leg, looking towards the right big toe. Staying connected to your breathing. One more full breath. And then let's release this right leg down. Extend it out long, staying with this position and just opening it out a little bit wider if you can. Remembering it's an option to bring that left heel in towards the groin if you need to. When you're ready, sliding this right hand down the leg, left arm comes up and over, or maybe dropping that right elbow into the inside of that right leg, holding the inner edge of the right foot. Eyes looking up past that top arm towards the ceiling. And if you'd like to go for it, might be able to reach for the outside edge of that right foot, rotating the chest towards the ceiling. And then when you're ready, taking an inhale, coming back up, bringing that left leg forward, extending it out long, giving the legs a little bit of a shake out here, and then lying down onto your back, bending the knees up. Just taking a moment here, feet flat on the mat, arms down by your side. You can close down the eyes. Just noticing what's in contact with the mat. And then opening up the eyes, crossing the right leg over the left and hips lifting slightly over towards the right, and maybe wrapping the right foot behind the shin, lifting both feet off to drop the knees over to the left, opening that right arm out to the side. Thinking about that right shoulder blade being heavy. Maybe closing the eyes if that feels good. Feeling into your breathing. Just letting go of any unnecessary effort. And then take an inhale, bring the legs back through center, keep them as they are, and just shift the hips slightly over towards the center or back to the left, and then lift the feet off again. So you can keep the twist, but go the other way. Just an open twist variation here. Extend that left arm out to the side, eyes or head just turning to the left slightly. And this time allowing that left shoulder blade to be heavy. Drawing the outer left hip away from the left shoulder. So with each exhale, noticing if there's anything you can let go of. And then taking an inhale, coming back through center, uncrossing the legs, reset the hips back to the middle, and then let's go with the left leg over the right, possibly wrapping, hips slightly to the left, and dropping the legs over to the right, and opening that left arm out, maybe on a diagonal slightly. Might feel a little bit open already as we've worked in this direction with the open twist. And then let's take an inhale to come back through the middle, keeping the legs as they are, just trying to bring the hips back towards the center, slightly to the right, and then open twist, dropping the legs over to the left this time, opening that right arm out to the side. Right shoulder blade heavy, maybe using that left hand on the inside of the legs. Just encourage them to release down. Just listening in to any way you can let go. And then let's bring everything back to the center, uncrossing the legs, reset the hips back to the middle. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees drop open into your Supta Baddha Konasana, feeling free to keep the eyes closed. Giving into gravity now. So with each exhale, allowing the body to get a little bit heavier and a little bit softer. Whenever you're ready, extend the legs out into your Shavasana. So doing whatever you need to make yourself as comfortable as you can. Make sure that you're warm. Feeling free to use an eye pillow or bolster under the knees. With each exhale, the body letting go a little bit more. The breath doing whatever it needs to do, just letting go of the breathing. Just allowing yourself to come to complete rest for the next few minutes. If you would like to stay resting here, then please feel free. Otherwise, let's start to deepen into the breathing again. Allowing the breath to wake up the whole body. Bringing a little bit of movement to the fingers and toes. And when you're ready, bending the legs up and rolling over onto one side and just staying there for a few moments. When you're ready, making your way up to a seated position. So Once you're in your comfortable seat, just resting the hands down onto the thighs, to the knees, just allowing the eyes to stay closed. Allowing the face to be relaxed, shoulders soft. Just bringing one hand over the chest and then the other hand on top. Just feeling into that heart space. Thanking yourself for making the effort to be here. Just nourishing and caring for yourself in this way. And when you really show up for yourself, it means you can show up for other people. It's by filling your cup. And then let's bring the palms of the hands together into your prayer position. Bowing the head down towards your hands. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.